Indus Valley Civilization, the earliest known urban culture of the Indian subcontinent, flourished approximately between 2500 and 1700 BCE, with some southern sites potentially lasting later into the second millennium BCE. Among the world's three earliest civilizations, which also include Mesopotamia and Egypt, the Indus civilization was the most extensive. The Indus Valley Civilization was first identified in 1921 at Harappa in the Punjab region and then in 1922 at Mohenjo-daro, near the Indus River in the Sindh region. Both of these sites are located in present-day Pakistan, within Punjab and Sindh provinces. Mohenjo-daro's ruins were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980. Subsequent discoveries revealed the civilization's reach, including sites like Sutkajan Dor in southwestern Baluchistan province, near the Arabian Sea, about 300 miles west of Karachi, and Rupur in eastern Punjab state northwestern India, near the Shimla Hills approximately 1,000 miles northeast of Sutkajan Dor. Further exploration uncovered its presence along the west coast of India to the Gulf of Khambhat 500 miles southeast of Karachi, and as far east as the Yamuna River basin, 30 miles north of Delhi. This vast expanse makes the Indus civilization the most extensive of the world's earliest civilizations, despite Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilizations predating it. The Indus civilization comprised two major cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, along with more than 100 smaller towns and villages. These two cities, each approximately 1 mile square, suggest significant political centralization, possibly in two large states or a single great empire with alternating capitals, a practice with parallels in Indian history. Harappa might have succeeded Mohenjo-daro, which suffered from devastating floods more than once. Harappa's population was estimated to be between 23,500 and 35,000, while Mohenjo-daro's was between 35,000 and 41,250. The southern region of the civilization, on the Kathiawar Peninsula and beyond, appears to have developed later than the major Indus sites. The social and political structures of the Indus state remain a subject of conjecture. The craft specialization and localized craft groupings at Mohenjo-daro, along with the significant variations in house types and sizes, hint at a society with some degree of social stratification. Trade was extensive and well regulated, facilitating the import of raw materials for internal production centers and the distribution of finished goods across the region. This bustling trade network likely culminated in the establishment of Harappan colonies in distant Mesopotamia and Badakhshan. The remarkable uniformity of weights and measures throughout the Indus lands, combined with the development of civic works such as the great granaries, suggests a strong political and administrative control over a vast area. The widespread use of inscriptions in the Harappan script indicates the existence of a common lingua franca, fostering communication across the civilization. However, the absence of readable and interpretable inscriptions means that much less is known about the Indus civilization's social and political aspects compared to those of contemporaneous Mesopotamia. This veil of mystery adds to the allure of the Indus Valley, leaving us to wonder about the intricacies of its ancient society. The Indus Valley Civilization, centered in Mohenjo-daro, left behind a rich legacy of craft, technology, and artifacts. Among the most notable relics is a steatite statue of a priest or nobleman, highlighting the significant artistic activities of the time. Stone sculptures were rare and often rudimentary, but some cast bronze figures showcased advanced craftsmanship, indicating a unique Indian tradition. Terracotta figurines, primarily depicting adorned females, were popular and likely represented deities. Painted pottery, though limited, reflected bold artistic expression. Small seals, intricately carved from steatite, often depicted animals and mythological scenes, likely serving as amulets or identification tools. Copper and bronze were extensively used for tools and implements, with advanced techniques such as the lost wax process employed for figurines. Other metals like gold, silver, and lead were used less frequently but demonstrated the civilization's metalworking skills. Faience, stone beads, shell, and ivory were also crafted into various items, highlighting the Harappans' diverse material culture. Mass-produced pottery, often wheel-thrown, featured simple geometric designs and occasional painted decorations. Cotton textiles found at Mohenjo-daro provided early evidence of India's renowned cotton industry. Despite the scarcity of stone in the Indus Plains, it played a crucial role in material culture, with organized factory sites producing stone blades and other items. This extensive use of various materials and advanced techniques underscores the ingenuity and technological capabilities of the Indus Valley Civilization. The extensive relations of the Harappan state and their trade networks required a sophisticated means of communication. The Harappan script remains undeciphered, leaving the language unknown. Recent analyses suggest the language is not Indo-European, nor related to Sumerian, Hurrian, or Elamite, but it might be linked to the Dravidian family. The script, written right to left, is known from about 2,000 short inscriptions. It contains over 500 signs, some of which are compounds, but it is unclear if they are ideographic, logographic, or other. Various studies, including those by Yuri Valentinovich Norizov and Asko Parpola, have yet to produce a consensus on reading the script. The Harappans used standardized systems of weights and measures. Initially, it was believed they employed a binary system for smaller weights and a decimal system for larger weights, with the basic unit being 0.8565 grams. However, a more recent analysis from Lothal suggests a decimal-based system with ratios of 0.05 to 500. Measurement tools discovered include a decimal scale and a bronze rod, corresponding to units like the foot and cubit used in Western Asia and Egypt. The accuracy of Harappan architectural measurements supports the use of these units in practice. Additionally, some objects may have served as optical squares for surveyors, given the precision of the architecture. The Indus civilization exhibited a remarkably uniform material culture, indicative of a closely integrated administration and internal trade. Evidence of exportation, such as chert blades made from sucker stone and bronze carts found at Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, points to significant trade activities. The wide range of crafts and materials used within the civilization suggests economic relations with neighboring regions and distant cultures, notably Mesopotamia. Trade with neighboring communities involved obtaining raw materials like gold from northern Karnataka, copper from Rajasthan, and other goods such as lead, lapis lazuli, turquoise, fuchsite, alabaster, amethyst, and jade from various regions. The Harappans likely exchanged these materials for non-durable goods like cotton textiles, beads, and possibly copper tools or weapons. For trade with Mesopotamia, both literary and archaeological evidence exist. Harappan seals found in Mesopotamian cities and a Persian Gulf-type seal discovered at Lothal suggest active sea trade. Goods exchanged included timber, precious woods, ivory, lapis lazuli, gold, carnelian beads, pearls, and shell and bone inlays from the Indus region, traded for Mesopotamian silver, tin, woolen textiles, and foodstuffs. Copper ingots from Magan, possibly Oman, and other exclusive products such as bitumen, cotton textiles, and chickens were also part of this trade. Mesopotamian texts and inscriptions from the Akkadian, Ur-III, and Isin-Larsa periods c. 2350-1794 BCE mention trade with Mela, the Akkadian name for the Indus region. This trade likely began in the early dynastic period c. 2600 BCE. Initially, Mela vessels sailed directly to Mesopotamian ports, but later Dilmun became the trade hub. By the Old Babylonian period, trade between the two regions had ceased. The decline and end of the Indus civilization, which flourished from around 2300 to 1750 BCE, was marked by a gradual breakdown rather than a singular event. Urban centers like Mohenjo-daro experienced a decline in social and political structures, evidenced by the disappearance of writing, seals, and specialized urban crafts. Mohenjo-daro itself met a dramatic end around the middle of the second millennium BCE, likely due to raids by unknown invaders, possibly Indo-European speakers mentioned in ancient texts. The city was already in decline due to factors such as recurring floods, deteriorating construction, and overcrowding. While the urban system collapsed in the northwest, some regions in the south, like Kathiawar, maintained cultural continuity with late Indus phases and transitioned into Copper Age cultures. These cultures served as a bridge between the end of the Indus civilization and the emergence of developed Iron Age civilizations in India by around 1000 BCE. Thus, while urban civilization ceased in the northwest, cultural evolution persisted in other regions of the Indian subcontinent. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, left a profound legacy marked by remarkable achievements in urban planning, technology, trade, and culture. They pioneered advanced city planning with well-structured layouts and sophisticated drainage systems in cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Technologically adept, they excelled in metallurgy, pottery, and seal making, facilitating extensive trade networks that spanned regions as far as Mesopotamia. Their written script, though not fully deciphered, indicates a society with literacy and organized governance. Artifacts reveal their rich artistic and religious practices, while agricultural innovations, including advanced irrigation systems, supported their thriving urban centers. Despite its decline, the Indus Valley Civilization's influence persisted, shaping subsequent civilizations in the Indian subcontinent and beyond.